I think one of the most underrated things in jobs that I have is to make sure everybody is calm and everything goes smoothly. And that's what we were able to do today by basically calming down first the family member who was very nervous and was basically all the time they're going to make the applicant more nervous, and then they're going to make things not smooth for the interview. So we have to be able to handle those difficult family members. It's not always necessarily the applicant or the client. That's also part of the job too, is try to calm everybody down. And then when you go into the interview, the officer is going to have a better experience. So basically an interview that could have lasted an hour, maybe 2 hours, I've seen before, lasted 30 minutes because we made these little adjustments. And that all just comes with experience, and it comes with, going to these things and, learning how people are, learning how the officers are. Obviously, if something becomes incorrect or something feels off in the interpretation or the interview, then we would always switch back to using the interpreter. But basically 99% of the time, this is the right move. That's been my experience. That's my opinion. So the interview went smoothly. I anticipate that the waiver will be approved because, unfortunately, she does have a daughter who's disabled, and despite the fact that she's not a qualifying relative and he's the qualifying relative is the husband, who's also the petitioner under the 245I. What we argued was basically imputed hardship to the petitioner and the qualifying relative, who's the husband. So remember, guys, a qualifying relative is only a green card holder or a U.S. citizen spouse or parent. It can't be a child, unfortunately. But if the child does have an issue, maybe there's a health condition or any other kind of really significant hardship, what you argue is imputed hardship to the qualifying relative. So in this case, if the mother was not allowed to, stay with the family and help take care of the daughter, then the husband would have to do it on his own, and so that hardship would impute it to him, who's the qualifying U.S. citizen spouse. Obviously, there's a lot of updates going on. It's been like a full-time job just trying to keep up with the updates going on, and the most recent one is, unfortunately, the fact that all the applications for benefits before USCIS have been paused. USCIS is going to do another review of all these applications, closer review for all the countries from travel ban, list of the travel ban countries. So there's a whole number of them. I'm not going to list them all, but you can check them out online. And so that's the newest update, but this doesn't mean that they're not going to adjudicate it, and doesn't mean that they're going to deny these applications. It just means that they are going to pause them. So hopefully that pause will be lifted soon, but basically it's going to give them time to do another review. We're still going to file these applications and move forward with them. Just because they have paused them doesn't mean they're going to deny them. And so if you need advice, obviously reach out to an attorney, and everything's changing every week. And, this video will be outdated by next week or next month or certainly next year. Things have changed. So always good to consult with an attorney. If you need to reach me, reach out to Rod Armando Law or 1-844-ROD-WINS. Take care.